little bit surprised. It seems this part cracked a little bit and these propellers need to be replaced. I kept flying it even it was crashed because I didn't want to go outside to pick it up. But during that time I saw the camera is shaking. I'm not sure if it's the propeller or whatever, because this part obviously has been damaged. I have only 2 spares. I will try and see how it goes. Anyway, that is the side story. Today I want to talk about how to become a better vlogger. So I've been learning and making videos for quite a long time. I would say 3 or 4 years. Editing for me is kind of easy because you just need to do the match cut. There are several ways to do the match cut. For instance, you would 100% know what's gonna be next scene. Yep, that's the power of sound. Before I switch to next scene, I already prepared your ears for the open door sound. So it is natural for the next scene being open the door. And there are other ways to cut. Now I have different background, right? But for the subject, I'm in the middle of the screen. So 3, 2, 1. I switched to a different background, but the subject is kind of in middle. That is also a way to cut. And there are other match cut like the motion cut. For instance, by using the motion blur caused by the shutter speed, I can also make the cut relatively smoother. I can list 10 or 20 ways of cut differently, but after analyzing it, I would call everything as match cut. You know, think about it. Everything is about logic. Like when you go open the door, what's the next thing will be? Like the next thing obviously will be what's outside the door, or it can be when you open the door, the camera facing you, and the sound, you can use music to cut on beat because the beat match. Also, the sound can be prepared in your brain for what's next scene coming. And like the subject match, it can also be the color match. Like you point the camera, then move it onto the sky, it would be blue, white sky, or whatever. And then the next scene, you come from the same color. It doesn't have to be the same sky. It can also be different color, different subject, just similar will be okay. Finished one battery. So the cut or the transition, I didn't even mention about the mask transition, the After Effects, stuff like that. But if you just give it a little bit of thought, when editing, the cut, the transition is really easy to do. For my opinion, what makes the difference is the framing. The past few years, when I do the recording, I just put the camera and let it record. I try to use the wider lens so it can capture everything. And then I can adjust it a little bit if I need. So what is framing? Where, for instance, this picture and that one is something I want to present it with you because it's something I care. I'm not sure if you agree with it or not, but this makes difference. From my recent experience, it's not only about using a big camera to do some focus pull, but also you need to have something in your mind. Of course, if you have a great story, you can just face the camera and talk. That for sure will get the job done. But when I tried to make some video, I wanted to show the audience about the environment, about some feeling, stuff like that. So when I'm trying to make my vlog, obviously, I will need a different lens. This lens is much wider, but not only for that, now I can also do the framing. Like I want to present these pictures, not with this border and that light. So I still have a long way to go. It's just when I started to learn how to make videos, I pay attention to those things. So with my videos, I also wanted to present some values to my audience. Almost 11 o'clock and I haven't started the work yet. Today would be quite busy. And I'm pretty sure you have noticed that besides different cuts, there are also creative shots. Although you don't have to get so many cameras, but the drone, the action camera, does provide a different angle of view. So if you lack stories, maybe those cameras can provide some unique camera angles and stories. So in the morning we talked about the cuts, how to make the transition more smoother or logic, and also framing, and a little bit about camera angles or different cameras. Well, there's one more thing. So what is the key to shoot some good content? Look, I can't represent everyone. Obviously, there is overnight success. There are shortcuts, techniques to get fame, to get what you want. To me, the key is easy. You gotta get passionate about that. No matter what the outcome it is, you keep doing what you believe. And during the process of doing what you believed, you also need to get it improved. Because, for YouTube, there are so many free stuff for you to learn. And during the process of creating content, I made two mistakes. The first one is I've learned so many things, but I didn't put them into practice at the very beginning. I didn't start making videos until the COVID. The second mistake is only doing what I believed. I didn't consider about I needed to do minor adjustment, but believe me in this. Life is too short to waste. You can do more, work harder, but still the outcome might not come as what you have expected. But if you have passion and doing what you believed, how bad the outcome can be, at least you want to say, I wish I had done that when I was younger. And friends, that's it for me today. I will see you tomorrow.